Hello, everybody. I am back after a week at the beach. I was in South Carolina on Edisto Island, which is between Savannah and Georgia. It's between Savannah in Georgia and Charleston. Went there with my family, immediate family, my grandparents. Had a great time. I've been back for not even an hour and a half. But I wanted to put this video out because I think I'm going to be MIA again for most of the week. This is for Chris over at Stylus Meets Vinyl. Chris is a great guy up there in Canada. He has supported my channel for a good bit. He's one of those guys that I would love to meet in person. And hopefully one day that can happen. He's just a genuinely nice dude. He just seems like the coolest, most down-to-earth guy. I would love to meet him. His channel is going to be below with his contest video. Please subscribe. He is celebrating 1,000 subscribers after a few years on the YouTube, you know, spectrum, the YouTube world. And he is just, doing great stuff. Puts out videos, I think, kind of when he wants to. He's definitely in it for the fun of it. I love that. But anyway, Chris has a great contest. He's calling Around the World. And what he wants us to do is to show 7 albums that we can associate with all 7 continents, which is kind of a tough challenge considering, you're looking at Antarctica, which is, inhabited by penguins and, crazy scientists. So we have to show 7 albums that we can relate to all 7 continents. He wants us to show a Canadian record, and he also wants us, because he's from Canada, a lot of my friends are up in Canada, and he also wants us to shout out a channel that we know and love. Now, it wouldn't be a Sam contest entry without me shouting out one of my best friends just ever. This is outside of YouTube. My buddy Rich Strickler. Now, again, you hear me talk about Rich all the time. You know Rich. You've seen me post videos that I've done with Rich. Rich is just a great guy up there in Pennsylvania. Knows a ton about everything, sports, movies, music, just everything. His channel is diverse. He keeps things different. He's not just doing, like what the rest of us are doing and, opening a record and saying, here's a record. He's collaborating. He's doing great lists. He's doing drafts. He does series. He's full of ideas. His channel is going to be below. I love Rich. I, would love and love and love to just to see Rich in person, and to, to shake his hand and, listen to some music with him or watch a movie with him. Just hanging out with Rich would be awesome. And yeah, just one of the best guys out there. So please subscribe to his channel. He is at about 655 subscribers. So that means that there are about 800-ish of you out there on my channel, that watching my channel, that aren't subscribed to Rich. So you all need to go subscribe to Rich as well. And please have his channel surpass mine, because Rich is far more clever than I am. Rich, you're the best. Love you so much. All right, on with the contest. I'm going to go through the continents. I had to fudge some of this together because I'm not cultured with all the continents. But anyway, for North America, let me go ahead and show one of my favorite groups, The Devil Makes Three. This is their first record. I think they're out of New York. Kind of like almost like a punk string band, but more in line with the string than the punk. They have, like these like punk attitudes, this almost like heavy metal presence, but they put out some great music. This is their debut, their self-titled, The Devil Makes Three. I absolutely love this record. Listen to the song 10 Feet Tall by The Devil Makes Three. If that doesn't hook you, I don't know what will. It is so good. If you like acoustic music, if you like string, but you don't want, that bluegrass twang, pick up any Devil Makes Three record. This is probably my favorite, the debut. Check it out. Y'all will love it. It is so good. Devil Makes Three for North America. South America, we're going to go to the land of Bossa Nova. And I'm not talking about Elvis. This is Gets Gilberto. Obviously the big hit on here, The Girl from Ipanema. Huge tune in Brazil. Bossa Nova music took, the world by storm in the 60s. and, is kind of, never let up. This is one of the greatest albums of all time. It's in my top 100 favorite records of all time. Love this tune. Quiet Nights of Quiet Storms, or Quiet Stars. That's a great tune. Again, O Grande Amor is good. Off Key, Desafinado, fantastic. Gets Gilberto, one of the best records, period. Let's go over to Europe, and I'm going to go with a guy that I love so much. And again, Chris, sorry, I'm showing CDs. I'm just back from vacation. I didn't feel like pulling vinyl tonight. But this is Nick Lowe in his cowboy outfit, The Rose of England. No, obviously Nick Lowe, English gent, good-looking chap. I always say he looks like Jack from the Vinyl Martini. Jack, if you're watching, you should do some What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding. Nobody would know the difference. This is a great record, kind of a semi-super group. A lot of these guys were people that played with Nick Lowe throughout his career, especially in the late 70s into the 80s. Paul Carrack is on this record, who obviously played with Squeeze. Mike and the Mechanics had solo stuff. He's playing keys on here. Elvis Costello has a hand in this. Huey Lewis and the News have a hand in this. Just fantastic. You've got also, songs. She Don't Love Nobody, which was written by John Hyatt. The Rose of England, the title track. I Knew the Bride When She Used to Rock and Roll, that has Huey Lewis playing harmonica and doing some background vocals. Just great stuff. This is one of my favorite albums, kind of power poppy, rockabilly kind of sounding stuff from 1985. Nick Lowe in his cowboy outfit representing the European nations. Let's go down to Africa. This is kind of when I'm starting to cheat. This is kind of a standard answer, I guess. Paul Simon, Graceland. But the reason I show this, obviously, is it's full of African musicians. Hugh Masekela, Ladysmith Black Mambazo. Those groups are all over this record. Those artists. You had Miriam Makeba played at the Graceland concert in South Africa during apartheid. My favorite Paul Simon album, definitely top 10 favorite record for me as well. Obviously, this has, Graceland, You Can Call Me Out, The Boy in the Bubble, Diamonds in the Soles of Her Shoes, All Around the World with the Myth of the Fingerprints, Homeless. This is just it's a perfect album. It's perfect. It's a 10 out of 10 record for me. So Graceland, representing Africa. Asia, we're going to go, again, a cheat. I need more Asian artists in my collection. I don't have really anything, which is, kind of sad. So I'm going to go with, Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs. And you think, oh, Mike Campbell, he's that guy from Florida who played with Tom Petty. He is. But there's a song on here called In This Lifetime, which he said he was listening to a lot of Asian music. It has a lot of harmonic sound to it. Very, very, inspired by the music of the East. And I just think it's a great tune. I also thought about doing All Right for Now by Tom Petty. But I went with this one. It's a little bit, not talked about as much. So In This Lifetime by Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs from their second album. Australia, let's go to, again, one of my favorite records ever. Cucumber Castle. This is the Bee Gees. This is obviously not the trio of Bee Gees. This is a duo of Bee Gees. So this is a BG with only one E and not two, because he's only got Morris Gibb. By he, I mean Barry. So this... Hopefully you follow along with that. This is kind of a folky kind of record. Again, Cucumber Castle based, music based around a TV special of the same name. Hence the reason they are dressed in armor, which is crazy. If you look at them, they're only like in their early 20s. They look ancient. Songs on here that stand out. I.O., which is a great tune. Then You Left Me. There's some great ballads on here. Don't Forget to Remember is beautiful. Bury Me Down by the River. The Lord. This is a fantastic record. It's my favorite Bee Gees album. I haven't heard all the Bee Gees albums. But again, if you only say that the Bee Gees are disco, listen to Cucumber Castle. Listen to Trafalgar. Listen to Odessa. Listen to Idea. All that stuff is very Beatley, very Baroque pop. This is very kind of English folk. So Bee Gees representing Australia for me. And lastly, for the continents, I am going to show, I was going to show Metallica, but then I saw that Chris showed Metallica. So I'm going to show Kiss. Now, why am I going to show Kiss? Well, first of all, this is a fantastic record. You know, it's got this is the debut, self-titled. This has Strutter on it. This has Cold Gin. This has Deuce on it. This has Black Diamond. Again, awesome record, great rock and roll record. This isn't schmaltzy. This isn't, you know, people say, oh, Kiss, blah, blah, blah. This is a really good record. And this is coming from me, you know, Americana Sam. The reason I'm showing this is because when Kiss were going on their farewell tour, Gene Simmons, you know, co-founder, bassist, the Demon, you know, he said that he wanted Kiss to play Antarctica when, you know, they were going on their end of the road tour, and that didn't happen. I think Metallica kind of stole their thunder a few years back, but yeah, this is Kiss's debut. They didn't play Antarctica, but it's the thought that counts. Am I right? And lastly, to show a Canadian record, I'm going to show this fantastic live album by Bryan Adams. I saw Bryan Adams on this tour. This is called Bare Bones. I saw him twice within a couple of years. He did these acoustic shows in small theaters. It was just him and his piano player. And this has all the hits on it. I mean, first of all, the packaging is beautiful. It's kind of got that aluminum gold font on the writing there. But, I mean, you have, you know, Cuts Like a Knife, Heaven, Summer of '69, Everything I Do It For You, Straight from the Heart, All for Love, all that stuff. But it's fantastic. It's so good. Those shows were fantastic. I saw the first one with my mom and dad like in 2008, 2009, probably 2009, 2010 actually. And then I saw it again with my mom like in 2012, maybe 2013. And he was fantastic both times. This is a fantastic record. Bryan Adams, Bare Bones. So there you go, Chris. Sorry the video was a little long, but I wanted to give people kind of a taste of what these albums were about. Everybody go subscribe to Chris from Stylist Meets Vinyl. Let's get him up to 1,500 stat. Subscribe to my friend Rich Strickler, RichStrickler. Both channels are going to be listed below. They're both great guys. Subscribe to them both. You won't be disappointed. Anyway, everybody, good luck in the contest. Chris, you're awesome. We will talk to y'all on the next one, whatever that might be. All right. Take care now.